Hello everyone and welcome back to the Dork Side. I am the Dork on the Road and this is my review of the Klim Traverse jacket and pants. That's right everyone, I'm the Dork on the Road and I want to be your internet writing buddy, so please consider subscribing and don't forget to turn on those notifications so that you don't miss out on new content just like this. So I've been using and testing the Klim Traverse jacket and pants for about a month now, and I feel pretty confident giving you my thoughts and my overall impressions of the gear and how it works and if it's worth the price tag. The Klim Traverse gear is all-season gear, waterproof, Gore-Tex, designed to be 3 or 4 season gear, and I think it really is. It's definitely good for the winter. You might want something else in the super hot summer months, but for the most part, it's good to go most of the time. It's built to have less bulk than a full adventure jacket, but be more substantial than a rain jacket or an over jacket that you might carry separately to protect you when it starts raining. So it's fully waterproof, but also has things like armor and slide protection in the important areas. This gear is very versatile and can be worn in a lot of different situations. Features of the jacket. So as I mentioned, it is Gore-Tex, guaranteed to keep you dry Gore-Tex, and I've worn it in a pretty torrential downpour. I've had it up in the snow, and I will say I have not gotten wet at all through this jacket. No surprise because it's made of Gore-Tex. But it is truly waterproof, and so are the pants as far as I can tell. I've splashed through puddles and other things, and I tried to put it to the test, and so far I've been very satisfied with the waterproofing. It's got 500D Cordura reinforcements here at the elbows, the shoulders, the knees, and the seat on the pants. All the zippers are YKK zippers, waterproof zippers. It comes with elbow and shoulder armor as well as hip and knee armor, and there's a pocket for back and chest armor, but you have to get those separately, and that is all the molecular flexible armor, not the super rigid armor. The fit, in my experience, is an American fit, so mostly true to size. I wear an extra large t-shirt, this is an extra large jacket, it fits me well. I actually originally ordered a 2XL just assuming it would fit tightly like most motorcycle gear does, and I had to send it back and get an XL. So pretty true to size on both the jacket and the pants. MSRP on this gear is $380 for the pants and $380 for the jacket. So overall it's going to run you just under $800. So it's not a cheap set of gear. So here's what I liked about it. This is the most comfortable and lightweight motorcycle adventure jacket that I have ever worn. It's very flexible, comfortable. It doesn't feel much more substantial than just a jacket you would wear to stay warm. It's so much lighter and less bulky than the other jackets that I've worn. This thing feels, it's like a dream. It's like night and day difference. So in terms of comfort and flexibility and ability to move around on the bike, it's a real winner. It's very impressive. Comes with a full complement of flexible, lightweight armor. That's awesome. That actually adds to the comfort because it's not all stiff and hard to move around in. Frankly, it looks awesome in my opinion. There's several different colorways. I really like this black with the blue accents. And the build quality is it's just impressive. Klim has a really good reputation. They have a lifetime guarantee on all their gear, and I think the reputation is deserved, and they are comfortable lifetime guaranteeing it because they know their build quality is high and you're unlikely to have problems. Their gear is nearly buy it for life quality, and that's why the price tag is so high. And then total side note, but for those of you that maybe don't like to explore in the woods unprotected, inside pocket of this is almost exactly the same size as my P938 in pocket holster, so win-win bonus. It's almost like it was designed for it. I don't think it was, but the size it's impressively just right. Cons? Well, there's one super glaringly obvious one, and it's the first thing anyone mentions when you talk about buying Klim gear, and that is the price. $760 for the set is a lot of money. You could save a few $100s and get decent mid-level gear with some trade-offs, obviously, but $760 is not nothing, right? It's not chump change, so the price is a concern. It'd be stupid not to address it, not to mention it. One thing that really surprised me is that this jacket and these pants do not come with a liner. There's no thermal liner included, so it is just the shell only. So if you plan on riding in cold temperatures, you have to add their fleece Inferno liner. I wore a puffy jacket under this one day. That worked out just fine. You could put a hoodie on underneath it, but something to add a little bit more insulation is definitely necessary if you're going to ride in the very cold. I think you could probably take this down to 50 degrees and it wouldn't be too bad because the wind doesn't penetrate, but any colder than that, you're definitely going to want something underneath. Same with the pants, but you can wear the pants over your jeans, which provides a layer of insulation. I wore them over some soft shell pants. That was pretty warm. Klim also makes an Inferno pant that you can wear. That's a fleece pant that you can wear underneath. So you have options and flexibility, but it doesn't come with that stuff, and a lot of comparably priced jackets and pants do. Lack of liners is not 100% a con. It does give you some options. It's nice to be able to layer up and down independent of things that you have to snap in and out of your jacket, zip in and out. Being able to throw on a fleece jacket and then just throw this over the top, and then if it gets hot, it's as quick as take this jacket off, take the other jacket off, throw this one back on, and not like standing there for 5 minutes freezing my butt off trying to snap things in and out of my jacket. So I actually like the flexibility. It's just you pay for it. Doesn't come with back armor, which surprises me for a piece of gear this expensive. You have to buy your own and add it. And it doesn't come with the chest armor either. You have to buy your own and add it. You can buy it from Klim or not. It's a fairly standard size back pad. I actually put in a back pad from a different jacket from another manufacturer who shall remain nameless. Here's one thing that really surprised me about this setup. There's no zipper that connects the pants to the jacket, which is not unforgivable, except there's also no suspenders or anything that come with the pants. So there's nothing holding them up except for the waist and the adjustability at the waist. And if you're a regular, normal, average-sized guy, maybe that's not a big deal. If you have a belly like I do, that can sometimes be a problem. So I usually really appreciate pants and jackets that zip together or included suspenders, and I was really surprised to find that this didn't have that. Standard complaint if you're a person like me whose lower half is wider around than it is long. The pants are too long when I buy them in the waist size that I need. That's always an issue. They do make tall sizes, but they don't make short sizes, so the regular one is a little long. Thankfully, the knee armor is adjustable, so I just move it up. And with my boots on, it's not really noticeable, but when I walk around without my boots on, these pants are, I'm walking on them. They're definitely a few inches too long for someone with a short inseam like me. I would also prefer more slide protection. 500D is what I would call adequate. And if you're riding off-road mostly, if you're in the woods, if you're on gravel, taking it slow, not freeway speeds anyway, it's not really a problem. But if you're doing a lot of miles on the freeway, you have the potential to slide at 75 miles per hour, I just really feel like it would be nice to have more than 500D slide protection. It's probably fine, but there's a reason why some touring gear has 1200D, 1400D in the impact areas. Just definitely would be more peace of mind if it had a little bit more slide protection. But if you add that, it becomes stiffer and bulkier and heavier, and so there's a trade-off there. So if comfort's what you're after, you're going to have to give a little protection up. I feel like the ventilation is adequate. These huge pit zips are really nice. And there's a massive thigh zipper on the pants and exhaust zippers on everything, but it's not like a mesh jacket. So on a super hot day, you probably would want something else. It's not going to be adequate ventilation, but I feel like not just 3 seasons, but probably 10 and a half months of the year, you're probably going to be fine in this gear. It's almost all-encompassing, wear it every single day, the only set of gear that you need that way, except on maybe a super hot summer day. Those are the pros and the cons. What's the verdict? What's the overall impression? The big question with this gear, and frankly, most of Klim's gear, is knowing how much it costs, is it worth the money? And it's a question you need answered before you drop $800 on a set of gear. So in my opinion, this gear is absolutely 100% worth the money. You get what you pay for, the build quality is evident, it feels like $800 gear, if you know what I'm saying. It feels more comfortable, better constructed, more waterproof, easier to move around in, and way less bulky than anything that I've worn or used that was less expensive, 2/3 as expensive, half as expensive. Now the caveat to that is, it doesn't protect you any better than gear that costs 2/3 as much. It's just more comfortable and more waterproof, more breathable, and better build quality will probably last you longer. You can be adequately protected for less money. The question is having the most comfortable, most flexible, most durable gear worth the extra money to you? And that's a question you have to answer for yourself. But will you regret spending the money for this gear? Does it feel like gear that's less expensive? No. It feels like expensive gear. It performs like expensive gear. And it looks like expensive gear. I don't know if that's a problem or a thing. It does not have the uncomfortable bulk of less expensive gear. Honestly, what led me to purchase this jacket and pants was I went out riding on a very cold day in a very bulky jacket and pants. The pants were a Cycle Gear brand. The jacket was my Alpinestars Andes V2, which is a fantastic jacket, but it has a very bulky liner, very bulky armor, and the jacket itself is very bulky. And I was sweating and uncomfortable. I felt like the Michelin Man trying to move around in that very bulky jacket on a very cold day. And so that's what motivated me to think about more expensive gear that maybe could offer the same protection with less bulk. And this gear really delivers. It is very comfortable and very lightweight. And the other thing you got to consider when you talk about price is how many uses you'll get out of this gear. So this gear is comfortable and flexible enough to be used in many situations. My Alpine Stars jacket I would probably not wear in a trail riding situation. Too bulky, too uncomfortable. I don't feel like I have the mobility and flexibility I need when it's more technical and difficult terrain. This jacket and pants, I feel like I will definitely wear trail riding. When it's too cold and wet to wear my jersey and motocross pants setup, this is what I will wear and feel as though I'll still be able to perform, move around on the bike, even in that sort of more active riding situation. So it's not just for touring on the road, it's not just for piddle around in the woods. You can, I think, get up and move around a lot in this gear. So it works for a lot of things. Long distance touring, ride the highway out to the forest, ride around in the forest, ride the highway back, or just go out to the OHV park, throw this on and hit the trails. This gear will work for all of that, and I don't think I've ever had a set of gear that I could say that about in the past. The bottom line is, it's worth the money. You don't need to spend this much money to get this level of protection. Less expensive gear will do the job. But if you want to maximize comfort, know that your gear is the highest quality and will stand the test of time, and buy one set of gear that is usable in multiple situations and last a long time and protect you from the elements. The Klim Traverse jacket and pants is a great option. I'm just really impressed with it. It's very comfortable, easy to wear. I want to take a moment to say thank you to my patrons and channel members, without whom this type of content would not be possible. If you're interested in becoming a member and helping support future content, hit that join button right below the video. Quick, easy, no muss, no fuss. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you got some use out of it, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. But for now, and as always, I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and please do not forget to be excellent to each other. Thank you.
Excellent!